Hello, this is the Theologian. In this video, I am bringing out some factors that contribute to the depreciation of the Ghana Cedi. However, let me first thank my subscribers and those who have supported my campaign against the corrupt political elite in Ghana by sharing my videos. Many thanks to the likers, commentators and viewers. It means a lot to me. God bless you all richly, and may He extend your territories, Amen. As Ghanaians prepare for the 2024 general elections, one of the campaign topics has been the depreciation of the Ghana Cedi. It is obvious that, one of the greatest creative milestones of the Kufuor administration was the redenomination of the Cedi. The exercise placed the Ghana economy on a strong footing. When Kufuor was leaving office on January 7, 2009, one Ghana Cedi was equivalent to $1.25. But the Cedi has seen a steep decline under successive governments. When Mahama was leaving office on January 7, 2017, one Ghana Cedi was equivalent to $4.26. Nana Addo was not happy about how Mahama gave the Cedi a free fall. He had promised Ghanaians that if given the mandate, he would make sure, one Ghana Cedi is equivalent to $1. After almost 8 years in power, the Cedi has hit its historic low. One Ghana Cedi is $15.64 as of today. Should the current administration be blamed for the poor performance of the Cedi? To answer this question, first, what are the factors that cause the continuous decline of the Cedi? There are several factors that cause a currency to depreciate. Examples are the economic landscape, political and social factors. But the political factor is critical when it comes to Ghana. Many people blamed the weak Cedi on the COVID-19 and the Ukraine war. However, these two events are global in nature and could not have affected only Ghana that much. In fact, countries so much affected by these events such as the EU bloc quickly recovered with little or no external aid at all. Why then is Ghana still reeling and the Cedi in a troubling state despite Ghana benefiting from several billions of dollars? In many developing countries, major factors that cause currency depreciations are lack of flow of enough foreign currency and deportations of foreign currency from the country. In Ghana, shifts in government policies, coupled with external debt pressures, have often led to uncertainty, impacting investor confidence and, consequently, the Cedi's value. But corrupt political leaders deporting hard foreign currencies meant for the country's economic health back to the developed world is a major factor that causes currency decline. For example, when Mobutu Sese Seko seized power in Zaire, now the Democratic Republic of Congo, from 1971 to 1997, and started stashing the hard currencies of the country in foreign banks, the national currency, the franc, which was valued in proportion to gold and equivalent to Belgian franc, began to depreciate. It depreciated to the extent of 1 Belgian franc to several millions of Congolese franc. In Nigeria, when the despot, Sani Abacha, who is believed to have stolen and deported billions of dollars in banks abroad, saw a major economic downturn as the Nigerian naira plummeted against all major currencies despite the country's huge GDP. He then tried to use crude measures to control the sinking naira. But is Nana and Bawumia repatriating money from Ghana? In Ghana, the current depreciation of the Cedi and the economic woes seems to be due to the mismanagement and corrupt activities of the Nana Bawumia government rather than external factors. The government seems to see every problem as an opportunity to loot the coffers, since the people are often understanding. Furthermore, the NPP has a lot of sympathy among voters due to the long history of PNDC/NDC oppressions and mismanagements. Do I have facts to say that corruption is the problem? First, it has been revealed that, like Abacha, this government has been repatriating Ghana's hard currencies to the developed world through fake contracts. For example, when Nana came to power, his first major contract was a $1 million free giveaway to an American company, KRL International. KRL International was Nana's personal electoral consultants, but the country's money was used to reward them through a fake $1 million contract. The agreement was signed by KRL International and Ghana's Minister of Finance, Ken Ofori-Atta, and Vice President Mahamudu Bawumia on June 28, 2017. It is on record that nothing was done by KRL International for Ghana, the money was just a gift. It should be noted that $1 million could train at least 120 ICT or computer science students in any developed world. It could take care of their tuition fees, flight tickets, and even their monthly stipends. Indeed, this amount could also create a job that can feed at least 200 families. It was tossed as a dash to a U.S. company. Second, the same year, 2017, Nana Bawumia administration used a single-source procurement process to award a dubious contract to Kroll Associates, UK Limited. The Auditor General challenged the arrangement, citing insufficient evidence of work done and procedural irregularities. This led to a surcharge of $1 million against the then senior minister, Ya Osefo-Mafo, who was responsible for the contract. The government received widespread condemnation but managed to cover up and compelled the then Auditor General to resign. There have been several reports of such shady contracts that are robbing Ghana of several millions of dollars. The Nana Bawumia administration uses this tactic to loot Ghana's coffers and share with these foreign firms. This action has been the downfall of the African continent. Unfortunately, we do not have any more selfless professionals who could stand up against this corrupt practices. Thus the economy continue to bleed under this government. Third, another terrible loot of this government was done when the government decided to lift the ban on international travels. A mandatory PCR testing was imposed on international travelers. All arriving passengers were required to present a negative 72 hours PCR test result from an accredited laboratory in their country of origin. Passengers then pay $150 for rapid antigen test on arrival. Antigen test kit was less than $1 at the time. In Europe, antigen tests were given freely to children by theater schools. I had so many rapid antigen test kits at home, but I had to pay a whopping $150 on arriving at Kotoka after paying €60 for PCR test before boarding my flight. Countries like India were charging $7 for the same test. The most painful part was that the money did not benefit the country but a fraudulent Nigerian businessman and few politicians in Ghana. The revenue could have been economic game changer for Ghana, but the government came up with a ruse to steal the money and share with a foreign partner. Frontier Healthcare Limited, owned by Benedict Peters, was incorporated in Ghana on June 3, 2020 for the purpose of receiving the contract. Let me pull the brakes here. Kindly watch the part 2 for more information. Remember to share and like.